task number 6 of the pull toy project is completely an aspire to do activity. So if you feel like you want a challenge, if you feel like, hey, this worked well for me and I want to keep moving with this and kind of take this pull toy project to the next step, this is going to be an activity that we would love you to do. So what you're going to basically do is you're going to take your pull toy, and rather than being pulled with the string, you're going to automate it. And so you're going to have to add a VEX Cortex. You're going to program, then using Robot C, program your pull toy to drive on its own. Okay? And so we'll go through the design notebook about exactly what you need to do for that. Our essential question is, what strengths do I have that allowed me to finish my pull toy? So as you think about this project, what are some things that you really feel like, hey, I'm good at this. This is what's allowed me to work well and be successful in this project. All right, so let's pause this video and open up your design notebook. All right, we are on task number 6. So you can see here, you're going to add the VEX Cortex, add some sort of switches to your pull toy, and then with Robot C, you're going to automate it. And so it's actually going to take all of these parts of our design process, developing ideas, creating the solution, evaluating. And again, this is all completely an aspire to do activity. So let's click on the bookmark for task number 6 and see the pink background. So this is, again, an aspire to do, but what strengths do you have that have allowed you to finish your pull toy? So you're going to need to do some rebuilding. So that's going to be kind of replanning. All right, as you go back and kind of work on this, you're going to include an image of your newly constructed pull toy and then program using Robot C. We want it to drive autonomously. And when you do write that code to get it to drive, include a screenshot, of your code. All right. So pictures. That's pretty much what's going to go in here, pictures and screenshots. So once you've rebuilt your pull toy with the Cortex and your switch, your on-off switch, that picture is going to go here. Insert a screenshot of Robot C with the code, and then if you have a video, it would be great to see it work live as well on video. All right. So if you are going to do this, some of the things that you're going to need, you're obviously going to need some motors. You can use a bump switch or a limit switch. You're going to want a Cortex, and you want your pull toy. So now if my pull toy kind of looks like this, I don't really have space on top where I can attach this. So I might have to attach it somewhere underneath. And this is again where the challenge is. I might have to take some of these parts off. I might have to rework kind of where things can go so that Cortex can kind of fit in here. And wires and things like that, because with this Cortex you will also have wires. Okay, so you'll need to do a lot of kind of reworking, and that's why this is kind of a challenge and aspire to do activity. Once you have this done, if you've got that Cortex attached, you have a switch attached somewhere. Like I have some room up on the top where I could attach a switch, whether again it's the bump switch, which is the bubble, or the limit switch with the little metal bar. Okay, those are things as well. You will also have to incorporate wheels. So how are you going to get this to work as well? So some different ways. So I have this kind of drive shaft right here that I could somehow, I'd have to build some more things to it, but I could somehow get a motor attached to this, even if it's kind of on the outside like that. You can see as I twist this, some of the things happen, some of the animation happens. Now I don't want the motor to spin around because then the wires are going to get tangled. So I'll have to build some sort of support for this. But that would be kind of my idea about how I would start attaching things or trying to get this to work. Okay? So it's going to be up to you how you do that. It is a challenge. At any point, if you have questions, make sure that you reach out to your teacher to ask. And then, as well, in your design notebook, make sure you're taking pictures of what you came up with. All right? And then you see the task summary. You should learn some things by this. It's definitely a challenge, so we can learn from everything that we do. And then how are you successful? And then you see the end of task number 6. All right, so if you aspire to do task number 6, go for it. We want to see those automated pull toys. All right, reach out to your teacher with questions. Good luck with this.